Hey there, it's Ben from No Bounds Digital with a bird's eye view of marketing reports inside of HubSpot. Here I am in the analytics tools section. Want to show you a couple of these tools that are relevant to marketers. One, let's take a look at the traffic analytics. This is going to give you a view of people who have gone to your website. You can drill this down, or you can show sessions, customers, contacts, conversion rates, bounce rates, those sort of key metrics that we're looking at inside of this report. I'm in a demo account. There is no script attached to any website, so we're going to see a nice big goose egg here. Bear with me with that in mind. We can also make some adjustments to the date range to choose a custom date range or any of these other presets that are here. What's going to be useful about that too is when you pair that along with the frequency, we're going to be able to see trends and look at your website traffic analytics in more relevant ways. Some of the other tools that are available to marketers inside of HubSpot that are important to point out here inside of traffic analytics are topic clusters. If you're using HubSpot's SEO tool, you're creating a topic, you're creating subtopics around that, and then from there, you will be able to see how those clusters perform inside of traffic analytics. You can also look at individual pages, UTM parameters, which you can create back here in the tracking URL builder as well. And then, of course, taking a look at some of these betas as well by device type, countries, and browsers. The other tool inside of your overall analytics tools dashboard area that I wanted to talk about is campaign analytics. You can create a campaign inside of HubSpot, pull in your different assets that you've created across different channels, and you're going to then see a overarching view of how these campaigns are performing inside of this campaign analytics tools. Great. We've moved on from those most relevant links to marketer reports inside of the overall analytics tools. Getting inside of the reports itself, this is what you're going to see when you get started here. Anything that you might have created, any custom reports, any favorited reports, etc., they're all here. Standard reports, just the same. If what you're seeing hasn't been built already, you want to create something fresh and new. There's two different ways of going about it. One is I would first start at the report library, take a look at what has been pre-built by HubSpot, and you can jump in through here, choose a couple of the relevant, or choose whatever content type is most relevant to you. Since we're talking about marketing reports here, let's look at a couple different marketing related report content filters. Performance is going to be one. Performance is going to show you things like email, etc. And then when we leaf through these here, you're going to see dozens and dozens of reports that are relevant to marketers pre-built inside of HubSpot. Also can look at these different report types as well. Funnels, as an example, you want to see how people are moving through those. Kind of verging on sales enablement there. See how your lists are performing. That is certainly a nice marketing function, just the same. And here we go. Back to, I said, boy, there's two ways to do it. What is the second way to do it? That's to create a custom report. There is this traditional reports builder here. Some of these, as of the recording of this video, are going away. So for example, this cross object reports builder, you may not see this when you view this video. Now you're going to be moving towards using this custom report builder. So let me focus in on that, and you'll see HubSpot has kindly isolated a lot of the most relevant marketing components of reports here. Let's take a look at email. And as you choose these options, it's going to eliminate the ones that are no longer able to be produced inside of the HubSpot platform. We can move forward with this. I'm going to point out a couple things about the advanced builder before we move on to dashboards and wrap this thing up. Over here, you're going to find all of the default measures. You can put this on the X or Y axis. These different chart values are available. One really neat thing that is in the works presently in beta is allowing you to use iframes inside of the reports tool. So even if you're um, unable to create the report that you're looking for here inside of the new custom reports builder, there are other options. You can put some custom information inside of reports inside of HubSpot's platform. Great news there for people who have found that they're unable to create the report that they're looking for here, or unable to integrate or pull in the data inside of HubSpot that they would love to see combined in a overall marketing dashboard. So really any sort of property, in this case, that's associated with a contact, or using this drop down, we can then see company measurements and properties here. Let's choose one or two of these. Count of companies. And let's do annual revenue. Nothing especially exciting about this report, but hey, we're just going to use this as a proof of concept to understand how these marketing reports work. The other thing to note is these caret drop down here will allow you to do some different aggregation, combining things in different ways and sorting these values when available. So for example, this sort function won't be available for all properties. We can also change the different types of charting options here and change our charting settings up here with this link. Typically, this is the charting setting that you're going to see. Do you want to show a total? In this case, for example, I'm going to remove that because it's superfluous to do so. In the filter section, similar to actually configuring the report, you will be able to add the fields by adding them here. And of course, company about us is a pretty ridiculous filter. However, hey, you get the idea here. Maybe we want to exclude things that companies that are part of a particular city, as an example. All right, here we've got that report going. Refresh as I make changes. I have a love-hate relationship with this. Certainly does slow down that process, but it's great to be able to see it when you have it ready. So if you know exactly what you want to do, heck, you might even want to uncheck this thing, do everything you need, then manually refresh the report, and you'll be able to see what's happening there. If you want to work along as you go, this is great as well. Just make sure you got a nice, strong internet connection, and you'll be off to the races there. Okay, moving into dashboards. Here we are inside of a sales manager dashboard as an example. Again, not a lot of data in this demo account, but this can show you what you can do inside of here. So we can adjust reports so that we're showing them in a way that makes most sense in terms of its visual presentation. As I noted, you can embed external content here from the actions dropdown. You can also insert images, text, or video. I find inserting text to be really useful for, say, any sort of key benchmarks that you're searching for. Every month, we want to get X number of new leads generated. Great. Just create a text report of that, put that alongside of your dynamically created report inside of HubSpot, and then you'll see how you're tracking against your monthly goal, as an example. Just like HubSpot has pre-built reports, HubSpot also has pre-built dashboards. And so when you go in here, search in the marketing tab, you'll be able to create a new dashboard with pre-populated reports. Just check through these. Maybe there's one or two of them that is not super relevant to you. Great. You can remove them, create this, rename it, make sure that the access is updated in the way that's most appropriate for you. And here we go. We've got a new dashboard populated with reports. We can always go back to reports that are in the library, custom reports that you've created, and add this inside of the dashboard as noted. Last but not least, we might want to send this dashboard to ourselves on a regular basis, to someone that we might report to, and so on. So we do that here by clicking the actions drop down, email this dashboard, and you're off to the races. Follow through with this, and you'll be able to send a one-off or a recurring report as appropriate. That's the Reader's Digest version of marketing reports inside of HubSpot. Hope you found this useful. Of course, if you've got other clarifying questions, don't hesitate to reach out to us. And hey, if you're paying the big bucks for HubSpot, one of the great benefits of that is 24/7 support. They are there for you just the same.